Hey, I'm inside Dewdrop Cave. This is one of several lava tubes at Craters of the Moon National Monument. It's about 20 degrees cooler just here in the mouth of the cave than it is outside on the high desert, so it's very comfortable in here. Hey, so above ground, the wind was so intense that I couldn't record any audio. So here's a voiceover episode with 5 fun facts from Craters of the Moon National Monument in Idaho. Fact number 1. History. Craters of the Moon National Monument was created on May 2nd, 1924 to, quote, preserve the unusual and weird volcanic formations. This weird preservation act was signed by President Calvin Coolidge. Fact number 2. The first visitors to Craters of the Moon. That would be the Shoshone people. The Shoshone people actually still have an oral tradition that tells of a giant snake squeezing fire from a mountain. This probably refers to the last major eruption that occurred at Craters of the Moon nearly 2,100 years ago. Now, much more recently, the Shoshone people would pass through this area. The stone circles we can still see there today are what remains of their windbreaks. Number 3, linguistics. Much of our vocabulary for talking about volcanoes is either Greco-Roman or Hawaiian. The Hawaiian language gives us volcano words like pahoho, which means smooth, ropey lava flows, a'a, which means rough and loose lava flows, and kapuka, which is an island of vegetation surrounded by lava flows. These are words that the Hawaiians used in their traditional language and that geologists still use when studying volcanoes today. Number 4, geology. There are 3 types of volcanoes. Shield, which are gentle slopes. Cinder, which is the sort of cartoon stereotype pyramid slope. And then finally, a spatter cone. A spatter cone is sort of a messy cinder cone, and Craters of the Moon National Monument has some of the best examples of spatter cones anywhere in the world. The last fact is my favorite one. The name Craters of the Moon actually goes back to the 1920s and just refers to its sort of blasted, moon-like appearance. But it became a very apropos name in August 1969. NASA sent Alan Shepard and 3 other astronauts to Craters of the Moon National Monument to study volcanic geology, to spend time in craters, to spend time in their spacesuits collecting volcanic rocks. This was in preparation for going to the moon. Now, after really going to the moon, NASA learned that the craters on the moon are all caused by meteorite impacts and have nothing to do with volcanology. So they discontinued training at Craters of the Moon National Monument. And interestingly, the exact location of that training isn't known. There's no monument sitting there today because it just wasn't considered that important at the time, so no one wrote down the exact location. That's it. Those are my 5 fun facts about Craters of the Moon National Monument in Idaho. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed this video.